Chapter 2. Okay, you got me. I'm sorry, I called. I'll clean it up right away. I reached into the mailbox and started to pull out trash. But the two men didn't reply. They stood staring at me. The hedge rustled in the breeze, making shadows quiver over their still faces. I'm cleaning it up, I called. No problem. It took me a few more seconds to realize they weren't people, and they weren't alive. Huh? Crumpled soda cans fell from my hands and clattered to the driveway as I took a step toward them. Lawn gnomes. I burst out laughing when I realized what they were. Jay, you just freaked out because you were caught by lawn gnomes? Walking in the shadow of the tall hedge, I stepped up to them. I placed a hand on a pointed red cap and squeezed it. Solid plaster or something. I poked the stony dude in the eyes. I pinched his hard cheeks. How's it going, dudes? Looking good. Nearly as tall as me, they stood side by side in red vests over matching red overalls. Beneath their pointed red caps, they had shiny round faces with white beards and white mustaches. Their eyes were big. One had brown eyes. The other had black. They had stubby, wide noses almost like pig snouts. Their mouths were curled down in angry scowls. Yes, angry. They looked angry. They weren't cute. They were mean-looking and ugly. Their steady, cold gaze gave me a chill. Stop staring at me, dudes. I covered one gnome's eyes with my hand. I had an idea. I danced back to the trash can. Then I placed a drippy soup can on the point of one gnome's red cap, and I draped a sheet of brown-stained newspaper over his partner's shoulder. Now you two look cool, I said. I stepped back to the street and slammed the lid back on the trash can. Something caught my eye. Another lawn gnome standing under a tree in McClatchy's neighbor's yard. I squinted at it for a moment and spotted another angry-looking gnome near the neighbor's front walk. This one wore a blue cap. Its arms were straight out as if it were directing traffic. Why do so many homes in this neighborhood have lawn gnomes? My family moved here only 3 weeks ago. This was the first time I noticed them all. I turned and gazed across the street at the Brickman's house next door to ours. Yes, they had 3 lawn gnomes lined up along their driveway. Totally weird. I kicked a crushed soda can onto the grass. Then I moved forward and kicked it again. I stopped as a heavy shadow swept over me. At first I thought it was the shadow of a hedge or a tree, but then I raised my eyes and gasped. McClatchy! He grabbed me by the shoulders. His hands were bony hard like skeleton hands. He lowered his red face to me and screamed in his shrill voice. I've been home the whole time. Watching you. What do we do with a troublemaker?